से निकलने को तैयार नहीं है, हैं? श्रेया ने हिम्मत की क्योंकि दिल्ली में भी थी, घर भी था. So she is great. So I thought that the time is there when you can learn from her experiences, and of course we'll try to have video conference with the other successes later on. क्या ना? Because today is the day when result has come, so एक अच्छी शुरुआत हो जानी चाहिए as a शगुन. And we have a tradition of giving a souvenir, a coin to all our successfuls, and this coin, British time coin, 1862 coin, 1 rupee coin is there. So as a gesture of thanks for giving us result. ठीक है ना? ऐसा है कि लड़ती तो फौज है, नाम तो सरदार का होता है ना. So all these बच्चे हमारे जो हैं, दे आई एम लिटरली ग्रेटफुल टू देम. कोई नहीं जाता कहीं पे किसी इंस्टीट्यूट में, आप अगर देखो तो. और जो जाते भी हैं वो कभी नहीं कहते कि मैं पढ़ा था यहाँ पे, नहीं भी पढ़े होते वैसे. तो as much benefit as you can draw to begin with, this is between you and her. So today I am an outsider. ठीक है? So I give this souvenir in your presence. ठीक है?
Thank you sir, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very very congratulations.
Thank you.
Madam.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Unique thing is that she started preparation after finishing her PhD. She is a PhD in zoology. If I had done PhD in zoology, I would have joined some medical entrance institute or started my own. And monthly income would be anything around 30-40 lakh. But anyway, those who have to work for the society are nothing like civil service. Name itself is civil service. Fine? Now it's between you and her. Focus करो. हाँ. और close.
अच्छा वहाँ पे दिख रहा है.
ऊपर आधा.
हाँ दिख रहा है.
ये बाकी बच्चे
नहीं.
Okay.
Everyone please turn on your camera.
नहीं it's okay, कोई बात नहीं.
हाँ ठीक है. ये पूरा फेस आना चाहिए ना, ऊपर से नहीं आ रहा ना. अंतिम थोड़ा नीचे करो. हाँ चलो.
स्टार्ट करो.
पर इससे कैमरा नहीं आएगा ना वो सबका.
अरे वो गैलरी व्यू करो ना.
अच्छा चलो.
Hello everybody, I am Shreya Chaudhary and I got 692 rank. I know it's very bad, but at least I am happy that I cleared the civil services examination this time, and this was my 5th attempt. So I made many mistakes and I have learned from those mistakes. So if you want, you can just take the benefit of those mistakes and do not commit them again like I did. So please, any questions?
Let it be dialogue, no monologue.
If you can start with like what mistakes you have made and like how did you like what different you did this time, you did not repeat the mistakes that you did not repeat this time. What was different?
Yeah, first of all, for every topic, I mean, first of all, you should know the syllabus thoroughly, be it your optional syllabus or be it the GS syllabus. And then make short notes, not detailed notes, because you won't remember everything there. You will only just remember the key points. And focus on the optional essay and ethics, because these papers will make your rank, or they will just put you in but at very back of that list. So please focus on all these things and keep your material very compact. That is, do not go for everything that anybody tells you that read that. There should be few things, but you should be completely thorough with them. So this time I just kept my material short, but I think I needed to make it even more shorter. So maybe this time if I again give my exam, then I'll improve upon my mistakes further.
And which book list did you follow? Like your book list this time?
Yeah, the
For
common
concise-
list and nothing more special. Like for polity, there was Lakshmikant. Then
Same.
yeah, same. There's same books, nothing fancy, no new books and all. And for anthropology, that optional, I went for Sir's news and notes and everything with Sir told. Nothing apart from that.
What did you do special? Essay and ethics, as you said that we need to focus more on essay and ethics, like to improve our rank. So what did you do specifically for them?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
essay, I made a list of some few topics which are mostly repeated in the examinations, like women empowerment is there, terrorism is there, science, education, and all these. For these, I then wrote down certain quotes and certain specific that data points. And then around them, I used to weave all my essays and everything whenever some essay on this thing came about. So for essay, I just collected all these short, concise things. And for ethics also, I made short notes, my own notes. I did not study from any other notes, so that I can remember them when I am there in the examination hall. So basically, it's note making. You should make your own notes, and they should be very short and crisp and concise. That can be actually revised at the time of mains examination.
Ma'am, it is said prelims is the most difficult stage considered in this exam. The most important too. Now, how did you go for the current affairs, which makes a major bulk of that portion?
Yeah, I selected just one website, like that I went for Insights India, and one paperwork material that was for Vision IAS, and nothing apart from that. I memorized them thoroughly, and I did not look for any other websites. Like there were different websites like Forum IAS ke aate hain, something like Factly, Monthly Factly, and there are many other things. So we just get driven that I should read that also. There might be some new information which I might get in the question, and then I won't be able to answer it. But you should just go for one website and one hard notes. That's all for current affairs.
So, with that, we have to do with newspaper too, or just one website is sufficient for prelims?
No, every day go through only one newspaper and just check for the terms which are coming again and again in newspaper. It may be some act, or it may be some new law that might be coming in, or it may be something related to the environmental thing, which is has increased in proportion now in prelims. So you can make a list of all those important terms which are coming in newspaper regularly. Go for only one newspaper, and then when prelims is about to come, that is from 3-4 months before prelims, you just make a PDF file or a Word file, anything, of all those specific terms which you have noted down from the newspaper, and just search around them, everything. Like there are some new missiles are coming, anything related to environment is there, like there was the Plastic Act and all those things are there. Just few things about each of those terms.
Regarding environment, do we have to go through whole of Shankar IAS, or just related to the current affairs only?
I think it would be better if you go through the entire book if you have time. It depends upon how much time you have. But Shankar IAS is a very good book. I mean, I went for that only, for environment.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
ma'am, so this was your first attempt, ma'am?
No, it was my 5th attempt, 5th.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Did you check go for coaching, GS coaching?
I took weekend classes at Vision IAS.
Vision IAS.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday classes.
And what about underwriting practice? Did you join any other test series or did yourself?
No, I joined the test series for Vision IAS only.
Okay. Same.
And for anthropology, I went for Sir's classes.
But how much you have scored in the anthropology, paper 1 and paper 2?
I don't know right now. Score is not out yet.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Warm congratulations to your success. Firstly, I would like to warm congratulations for your success and all.
Thank you.
Let me know first thing, because I am writing this time my prelims. So, what should be the strategy for in 2 months before the examination for the prelims?
Yeah, go for as much tests as you can, and just don't leave after giving the test. whatever question you got wrong, then read for the explanation. Read the explanation thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what should be the source of
So
your
what test for prelims had you joined?
Yeah, I went for Vision IAS and there is Insights IAS also, the online test series.
Okay.
what is your source for the ethics?
For ethics, actually I had my class notes in Vision IAS GS coaching. They gave us some class notes and then various test, the case studies which come in the newspaper regularly.
One more doubt.
Writing practice.
Sorry?
Answer writing practice, ma'am. What are your thoughts on daily answer writing practice? Like we have questions on insights and some other like IS Baba and stuff.
Yeah, on some websites the number of questions is very large, like there are 10-12 questions every day. So if you go for that much number of questions every day, then you give around 3 to 4 hours for those questions only. So you should go for around 3-4 questions daily, I think.
Ma'am, this is the month of August. So for the students who are appearing for 2021 next year exam, so suppose if you are in our position, right now people say that you should start with answer writing practice, and people generally go for Insights daily answer writing. That program that they have, right? But I find that the questions over there are very much related to the current affairs or the editorials in the everyday newspaper. So I don't find that very much effective. So I wanted to ask as to what did you do a year before the exam? Like we are 1 year before the exam right now, right? So, but I do want to start the answer writing practice just to get in the groove of answer writing. So what would you suggest at this point of time for students of 2021?
Yeah, at this time I went for IAS Baba. I mean, they start giving some questions, 4-5 questions they give every day.
Subject wise, yeah.
Yeah, so I went for that thing. I mean, I found that very good.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I wanted to confirm. I was also thinking about the same.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am, did you take any test series for anthropology?
Sir's test series.
Only search.
Yeah, for anthropology I did everything which Sir said and Sir told.
Ma'am, what should be the strategy of reading the newspaper, especially editorial section? Because it seems quite hectic to cover all the things. Sometimes it seems very lethargic, and also what should be the strategy?
I mean, I can tell you my strategy, then you can say if it suits you or not. But I used to read newspaper every day early morning. Like around 7 o'clock I used to start and it got finished around 8:30. So for editorials, I used to read them at the last. First I used to skim through newspaper that which all news are important, because every news is not important with respect to the IAS examination. So go only for those news which you find important and then go for editorial.
Ma'am, did you make notes yourself from the newspaper?
Sorry?
Ma'am, did you make the notes from the newspaper yourself, or did you depend on some compilations that come, like at the end of the month we have Vision IAS current affairs compilation? Or did you make your notes yourself from the newspaper?
Yeah, I used to read Vision IAS compilations, that monthly current affairs compilations which they have, and I used to read for them for prelims as well as for mains. But I also used to make my own notes from the Hindu newspaper. But those were mostly for prelims only with respect to specific terms.
Ma'am, how much duration of current affairs is needed? For 1 year or more than 1 year?
I went for just 1 year. Like for 2020, if you go for in April or May, then I went for May 2019, from 19 to 20, like this.
Ma'am, and ma'am, how do you prepare the notes for anthropology?
I prepared for every topic and specific questions which Sir used to tell with respect to every topics and got them checked from Sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
Ma'am, what do you think? We are appearing for 2021, so should we start writing answers in GS, answer writing practice from now onwards?
Yeah, you can start. I mean, go for at least 3-4 questions daily. Just give 1 or 1.5 hours, not more than that. At least you will get a hang of things, that what you are doing correctly and what you are doing wrong. Because if you know that what way you have to write answers, then you can prepare very good notes.
About the art and
Sorry.
Right from you woke up to in like in daytime, what you used to do daily, timely, hourly schedule, what was that?
Yeah, I used to divide my day in studying GS and my optional. I mean, when before 2 months before prelims, day was divided for GS and optional, and then when prelims was about to come, that there were around 3 months, then only GS, completely GS, focused with respect to prelims. Sorry?
You joined week. You said you joined weekend classes.
Yeah.
So any specific reason, like you were preparing full time, or like you willingly joined?
No, actually at that time I was in my last phase of PhD writing my thesis. So I was not available from Monday to Friday for the classes, and therefore I had to go for weekend classes.
Stop, ma'am.
Ma'am, did you follow PIB and PRS apart from Insights Daily?
No, I did not do. I tried it for 1 to 2 weeks, but I was not able to focus on any other thing other than those PIB and IRS and all those things. So I just left them.
Ma'am, did you do explanation for flowcharts and diagrams, or you just left it?
For flowchart and diagrams in answers?
In answer, did you give explanations for it, or you just you just draw a diagram or flowchart?
Yeah, I think your diagram or flowchart should be such that it is self-explanatory. I mean, if you have to give again explanation for that, then there is no use of that flowchart or diagram, no?
Ma'am,
can you tell me the GS material or book list which you have gone through?
Yeah, those are very common books, like there is Lakshmikant for polity is there, then we have Spectrum for history, and
ma'am. One question, like, did you follow medieval history in NCERT, ancient and medieval, or the Tamil Nadu board one?
Only Tamil Nadu books, not NCERT.
Ancient and medieval.
Yeah, for
combined.
ancient and medieval. At 11th and 12th Tamil Nadu books are there, na? I followed them.
Okay. Thank you.
I was preparing for this would be my first attempt in 2020.
क्या हुआ?
जो बोलते हैं उनका कैमरा ऑन होना चाहिए.
Hello. Hi, Shreya. Monica this side.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great to know that you cracked in 5th attempt, but you did.
Yeah.
I have a small question with respect to anthropology.
Yes.
What kind of blunders a person having anthropology optional should never do?
Yeah, keep your case studies very few and limited. Okay, and write very concise answers. They should not cross 200 or 250 words. I mean, it will look very easy at the time when you are making the answer, and when you are also memorizing them, that you will be able to reproduce them exactly in exam, but it does not happen. So they should be very short, and keep your examples to the minimum. That only one example, because I used to write many examples and all, and they were actually answers looked good, but at the time of examination, you first of all are not remembering all those examples, and secondly then at the back of the mind you have this fear, यार कुछ छूट गया है, मैंने ये भी लिखा था उस टाइम याद नहीं आ रहा, तो और एकदम you have pressure is created on your mind at that time. So keep all the answers very short, and also give latest case studies or latest research and all those things. I think that fetches more marks. And try to incorporate the names of various anthropologists in your answers. So I just...
Test you prefer for economics?
Yeah, for economics in GS, right? Na? I went for Mrunal videos and all his notes. Nothing else.
Okay. The older videos.
Older videos for basics.
Ones,
Those videos. Yeah, and the Unacademy ones for GS, current, which includes the current and the economic survey and all those things.
Okay, so
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
I'm Akshat here. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Can you please brief us about what is the environment in the interview session? How are the board members? How they pressurize you on different topics? This environment we don't know.
Yes, the interview experience.
Yeah, first of all, I got Bassi sir's board. So already I came under pressure that Bassi sir is there and what kind of questions he would be asking. So in the interview, I have seen that they do not try to pressurize you. I mean, in my board, I had this particular board, and Basti sir was also not very pressurizing or like terrorizing kind of a person. They ask just simple questions, but they give such expressions in some case when you answer them that you have answered very badly or something like that. Even if you know that your answer was right, but they give such expressions and start talking between them that you should have known this and that this was related to your subject, you should know it, so that you come under pressure and for next answer you fumble or something like that. So you have to keep in mind that you should not fumble. If you do not know any answer, then say I don't know, or even if you have said something wrong, then just say I'm sorry sir, I am not aware of this thing. I mean, this is what I did. Slight pressure is always there.
Any specific question?
Yeah.
Sorry?
After the interview, did you felt like you must not have said that line, you must not have said that answer to that question specifically?
In some cases, I did feel that I could have answered much better, but at the end of the interview, Basti sir was very cool, and he just, when I was leaving, there was a samosa in front of my table, and he said that this is for you only. So it ended on a very good note, but I don't know what kind of marks he gave. That is to know.
And how long your interview was?
It was around 30 minutes.
Okay.
How can one overcome the fear and pressure before the examination? As one such go through your long journey, so ups and downs are there in preparation.
Yeah.
And how can one overcome such kind of situation?
See, firstly I will advise that you should give your first attempt only and only when you are completely sure that you have done your best preparation, best possible preparation. Never ever give an attempt thinking that ठीक है 75% तो preparation हो गई है, prelims निकल जाएगा, उसके बाद 4 महीने में हम mains निकाल लेंगे and all that. Because as your number of attempts increase, the pressure increases on you. So only give an attempt when you are 100% sure कि इससे best आप prepare नहीं कर सकते, तभी first attempt देना. But अगर attempts दे दिए हैं and you have given 2-3 attempts but still you have not qualified, then there is a pressure from family as well, from friends as well. But then you have to motivate yourself, that why you started this thing in first place.
And we have just started preparing, and we are preparing in 2021. So what will you suggest? What blunders we should not make, or what should be our strategy for beginners?
How we manage our time? Yes, ma'am. How to manage your time?
Where we focus more.
We have just started the preparation, like maybe 2 or 3 months back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first of all, do not neglect any part of syllabus, be it in GS or be it in Anthro. Make notes for every part and be thorough with those notes at least. Okay. Do not ever think that इस part को छोड़ देंगे, कोई बात नहीं, ऐसा वैसा. I mean, सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए अच्छे से, बहुत ज़्यादा डेप्थ में नहीं, बट सब चीज़ों के बारे में पता होना चाहिए कि कुछ आए तो you can write an answer, a good answer of 200 or 250 words. Okay, and then go for basic books. Like, do not go for any other material, like coaching material is there. Then whenever we go to Mukherjee Nagar, we find some new material of ancient history or some other current affair notes, and they are very lucrative. That यार ये देख लेते हैं, कुछ छूट जाएगा, prelims में question आ गया, तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. That becomes an additional burden, because for first reading it is easy that you go through them, but then at the back of the mind you have that यार वो revise भी करना है, तो प्रीलिम्स से पहले देन उसको रिवाइज करना है, तो फिर आपका जो मेन पोर्शन है उसमें प्रॉब्लम आता है. तो आई विल गिव दिस एडवाइस दैट प्लीज कीप योर मटेरियल वेरी लेस एंड जस्ट रिवाइज इट अगेन एंड अगेन. This advice I will give, and I would have been very happy if someone else would have given this advice to me, that be thorough with your syllabus and just keep your material very short.
Yeah, I wanted to ask that during this journey, like how do you assess yourself during this journey? Where do you stand on an all India level? Like how do you assess ki, what is your standing? Are you going on the right track or not? If you're preparing from home without any GS coaching, so how do you assess yourself during this journey? Do you directly go for the first attempt, or how do you assess?
No, you should go for test series, for prelims as well as for mains. Not many test series, but at least 2 test series you should go.
based on your extensive experience, do we usually get an idea कि हाँ अब काफी मेहनत कर ली है तो लिस्ट में नाम आ जाना चाहिए, या अनप्रेडिक्टेबल ही रहता है, मतलब अकॉर्डिंग बिकॉज यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस?
नहीं, अनप्रिडिक्टेबल रहता है बहुत ही, उसका नाम ही ऐसा लोगों ने रखा हुआ है, अनप्रिडिक्टेबल पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन है वो यूपीएससी। वो एक्चुअली अनप्रिडिक्टेबल है, बट यू शुड गिव योर बेस्ट। करने के बाद ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि हाँ ये भी कर सकते थे, आई कुड हैव वर्क मच मोर ऑन दिस एस्पेक्ट दैट एस्पेक्ट, बिकॉज दैट गिल्टी फीलिंग इज़ वेरी बैड when you lose an attempt because of very silly mistakes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi.
What you think the mistakes that you made in the last attempts that you shouldn't have?
यार इन लास्ट अटेम्प्ट सर ऑलवेज यूज टू टेल मी कि तुम्हारे आंसर्स थोड़े बड़े हैं, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी उसको रिड्यूस करो, बट आई डिड नॉट डू, आई डिड नॉट फॉलो हिज एडवाइस एंड दैट एक्चुअली लेड टू लेस मार्क्स इन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी. In anthropology, this mistake was there. I mean, I prepared many answers.
Last attempt you made it till mains. You wrote mains.
Yeah, I wrote mains. Right. I wrote mains.
And before that, like your third attempt?
No, I cleared prelims 3 times, and then I gave interview twice. Last time I gave interview as well, but I was not able to come into the list.
Can you please explain your prelim strategy in bit detail, because you've already cleared 3 times, so definitely you have been very thorough with the prelims. So any specific strategy that you have followed?
Yeah, the strategy was same, that I stuck to less books. That's all. No fancy notes and nothing else, because it will give you nothing but waste of time. Just go for very few books.
Or geography, do you follow anything related to other preparation other than NCERTs?
For prelims?
Yes, ma'am, for prelims.
For geography?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there are videos on Runal's website of geography. Rajtandil ma'am. Yeah, I followed those videos and NCERT geography books, nothing else.
For pre and mains books?
Yeah, for pre and mains both. Those videos I think are quite sufficient for mains as well.
Then NCERT books we should follow from class 6 to 12th, or 11th, 12th is sufficient for geography?
And I think 11th, 12th is sufficient.
What you follow for international relations?
For international relations? Yeah, I had notes from my coaching classes. I just used to add some more news which were coming, and from Vision as well. Vision IAS gives just 365 days of mains, notes and all.
Yes.
For international relations, I followed those 2 things.
मैम आपने इनसाइट्स पे क्या फॉलो किया था, मतलब उनका डेली करंट अफेयर्स या मंथली कंपाइलेशन या मतलब?
नहीं, इनसाइट्स पे करंट अफेयर्स फॉलो नहीं किए थे. इनसाइट्स का जस्ट मैंने टेस्ट सीरीज फॉलो किया था. करंट अफेयर्स मैंने विजन IAS के फॉलो किए थे.
थैंक यू.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am Janvi this side.
Hi, hello. Hi.
Ma'am, so what was your preparation? What was your strategy for Anthro preparation when the coaching was over? Like, what were the value additions that you made to the notes and particular sources that you referred after 3-4 months of coaching and did with that?
Sir gives some news every day. And there are some anthropology related news, case studies and all those things. So I used to write them on wherever my notes were there for the specific topic. So I mean, extra thing, whatever I did was that only. For anthropology, I did not do anything else apart from sir's notes and those news and my own notes for answers and everything.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am Janvi this side.
Hi.
Ma'am, did you write each and every answer by yourself, or you did in group?
Yeah, I wrote in group. I mean, there were 2 people, me and one more friend. So we used to. I mean, there were 2 people only. It took a lot of time to write all the answers. That's thing that it took around 2-3 months, like to write all those answers and get them checked from sir. And even then, there were many mistakes in those answers. But
how many sources did you refer? Did you refer any online source regarding Anthro, or only what books are available, or what sir give notes and PDFs?
I don't know, the sir's notes, and in some cases online. Not all things. In some cases where I was not able to get case studies from the news which sir gave, only for that. I used to
Only
refer
dynamic
internet.
question, not-
Yeah, only for
not for
dynamic
any static
questions.
question?
No.
Okay, ma'am, how much words did you write for a 20 marker, 10 marker and 15 marker question?
Yeah, I made notes for that around 250 words and 200 words. In that I finished all my answers, so that even if it comes for 10, 15, 20, then किसी में भी उसको fit कर सकते हैं 200 से 250 से कहीं पर भी. And there were some specific questions which sir gives ना, that you have to write 20 marker and 10 marker. For that, for 10 marker, that was around 150 words, and for 15, 200 to 250 was there. And for 20 also 250 words was enough, including one diagram or flow chart or something like that.
Ma'am, regarding when you wrote the answer the first time, how much did you write it very long and then you compress it before prelims, or did you did it in one go itself?
Answer for what? For anthropology?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, first time
500 words.
first time I actually wrote 400, 500 words. It was like a very like essay only, you can say. A short essay was there. So I compressed it after prelims. For some answers there was before prelims, because I started getting them checked very long ago before the prelims, around 5-6 months before prelims. But for few answers,
did you cross the word limit in the main exam, or did you manage to?
In some cases, I might have.
Did you manage to complete the paper?
Yeah, I was able to complete the paper.
Did you face any new questions apart from what sir gave, or from previous year?
There were some new questions this year, but I mean they were linked to whatever questions sir gave, but they were just slightly twisted. That was the thing. But same questions were not there.
Good answers according. Were you satisfied with the answers you wrote?
For few answers, I was not satisfied, especially for paper 1. But paper 2 was quite good.
Ma'am, Shubhodip.
Example, excuse me, I'm not completed yet.
Yeah.
Ma'am, how many examples you mentioned and per question, and the flowcharts and diagrams, like?
Yeah, I mean, like for 15 marker, I gave one example or one research study or anything like that. Then for and one diagram. And for 20 marker, it could be 2 examples or 1 example, 1 research study if you know, and a diagram, like that. The diagram can be replaced with flow chart if you do not have a diagram.
Ma'am, regarding the questions, did you attempt the speculated questions which MP sir tells that ये भी आ सकता है, वो भी आ सकता है? Did you write answers to those questions as well?
Yes, I wrote answers. I wrote answers to almost all the questions.
Given by both the sirs?
Both sirs.
And the questions which came only once in the previous year, did you write answers to those questions as well?
Yeah, I wrote answers to 1 or 2 of those questions, but sir actually reprimanded that ये question नहीं आएंगे, तुम क्यों लिख रहे हो इसको बार-बार, तो फिर I did not write after that.
Okay, so you write from the previous year sessions, previous year questions, you wrote answers only to those questions which came for
twice or more than that.
More.
Yeah.
And the speculated questions given by MP
Given
sir,
by MP
and
sir.
questions gives in the class and Ved sir.
Yeah.
How to benefit from the current affairs PDFs given by Ved sir daily?
Yeah, daily what I did was that there was this application, OneNote, and there is another one, some Evernote. That is there.
Yes.
Yeah, Evernote and OneNote, all these things are there. So in that I made specific pages for specific topics of the syllabus, and every day whatever news sir used to give, I used to place them in those things, under those topics. And when prelims was over, then I extracted whatever could be useful from those news for those particular topics or those answers, and then added them in my answer, which I had already written. A basic answer structure you have for everything before your prelims, like for westernization, sanskritization and everything. Then you can add upon those news as example or a case study or anything like that. I mean, you arrange all those news under that particular topic.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, when you encountered new questions in the exam, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, I write those questions at the end. And firstly, I write those questions which I know completely, and then I attempt those questions which are new at the end, and I do not try to incorporate anything new or something like that which to a question which I am confused about. I just write some few points which I am sure that this question might be having an answer like that. Like there was a question on globalization this year. I am not able to recall that question, that how tribals are affected by globalization, or there was a question like this, that how are they facing it or how are they reacting to it. There was a question like this. So for that I wrote that whatever sir told na, that effect of globalization on tribals, whatever case studies sir had given, I just wrote few points and one case study, because other than that I was not able to understand that what that question is asking. It was a lengthy question, means basically it was wanting that how the tribals are replying or are affected by globalization and what we should be doing about that. So similar question I had not written in class.
Ma'am, in paper 1, like which part is scoring, ma'am? Like, ma'am, in paper 1, which part is scoring, like physical?
I think physical is scoring. Physical.
Now they have started mixing up physical and social culture. Earlier there used to be section A and section A used to be social culture and B used to be from physical, but now they have started mixing it up. So I'm sure that will hamper the amount of marks. I mean, there was surety before that we could score these many marks, because part B was very much comfortable, right? So now that's not the case. Anything that you would want to suggest to tackle basically that?
Yeah, do not focus on one specific part, that if you just go through that or you are thorough with that, then you can score very good. You should be thorough with at least all parts of optional papers, na, at least, because GS is highly unpredictable. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Shubhodaya, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Soni here.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, so what I wanted to... just wanted to know, like, how did you revise the complete GS before prelims, and like how many times did you revise it, and like did you follow the notes which you prepared while going through the subjects like GS paper, or you made a separate notes on everything for revisions?
Also, ma'am, your GS notes, were they handwritten or were they like in typed format and Word files like that?
GS for notes for what? Mains or prelims?
Both.
Achha, both. I mean, for prelims, I did not prepare a lot of other notes. Like I used to mark them in that particular book itself. Other than those current affair terms which I used to write, note down from the newspaper, for that I had my own PDF notes. But other things I used to just mark in the book and highlight them with respect to the color. That this thing I have to revise again and all those things. You can have different highlighters, different color highlighters. There is green and red and all those things.
And how did you do that, ma'am? Ma'am, this is my very first attempt. Like 2020 will be my very first attempt. So, ma'am, like what should be the safe strategy, ma'am? How to complete the entire GS and along with the optional, like what would be the safe side, like up till like if we like like हम लोग अगर मतलब सोच लेते like मई में ही अगर एग्जाम होगा, like having said that, like the pandemic is going on, like मई में अगर एग्जाम होता है तो मैम सेफ साइड क्या होगा, like सारा कंप्लीट करके एक रिवीजन करके मतलब
मैम जब क्लासेस दोनों की एक साथ होती हैं और पैरेलल होती हैं तो आप कैसे मैनेज करते थे दोनों, like
management of GS and optional together in a day, like you strictly followed like every day GS करना है and optional भी करना है, or like you did alternative like gave an alternative option, like कभी GS कर लिया कभी optional कर लिया, ऐसे करके मैम like management is a big issue like that.
या बिकॉज मेरे GS एंड ऑप्शनल के जो क्लासेस हुए हैं वो एक साथ कभी थे ही नहीं, बिकॉज मैंने GS की कोचिंग पहले ली थी एंड ऑप्शनल की कोचिंग बाद में ली थी, तो ये वाला क्लैश कभी हुआ नहीं. बट व्हेन आई हैड टू रिवाइज आई यूज्ड टू डिवाइड माय डे इन हाफ एंड हाफ, like half day for optional and half day for GS. But in GS also only one particular subject, not like 2 hours for polity, 2 hours for environment and 2 hours for that and that. I mean you can divide 2-3 days for environment, then again 2-3 days for polity. I mean just continue with at least one topic or one subject for few days. I mean I feel comfortable like this, but some people, they are comfortable at 2 hours they are studying polity, 2 hours they are studying environment, but I get highly confused like this.
The number of hours studied each day. Of hours.
यार I did not ऐसे मतलब मैंने get for number of hours for whole day I used to study for GS and optional. जैसे hours का कुछ था नहीं.
How does the answer writing for optional differ from GS? Like as per my understanding, optional writing and so writing is particularly more like essay, whereas for GS it is more like poem. So is there any such distinction that you want to cover?
Yeah, in case of optional na, most of the questions you know and most of the topics you also know. That from these topics only questions would be coming. A few questions might come which you are not aware of or they are new to you, but in GS there can be many such questions for which you do not know that in what way you will write and what all steps would be there in your answer and everything. So in GS also na, I mean I did not follow this that in every answer I have to make points only or I have to write in paragraphs only. Whatever suits you. That in some questions there can be points made easily, but in some questions it would be good if you give answer in short paragraphs. But the paragraph should be short, not very long like 1 page paragraph or half page paragraph, so that it does not look very cumbersome to the reader or the examiner. So that's what I did.
How much time do you specifically before prelims?
Specifically for prelims, I mean I prepared it with mains as well as prelims. Then before 3-4 months before prelims, I just completely focused on prelims only. I mean no optional and no mains.
How many series did you appear?
Yeah, there was Vision IAS was there and Insights online test series are there.
No, and for art and culture, is it necessary to go for the Nitin Singhania book?
Yeah, I did not go for it. I mean, I bought it, but I did not read it.
What did you follow for art and culture?
The Tamil Nadu book. Tamil Nadu 11th and 12th books.
And how did you figure out which committees and judgments are important?
Yeah, for judgments, there are, I think, around 40-50 judgments are there, which are important with respect to all the topics which are there in the syllabus. And the committees also are similar number only, but for current affairs, that is for prelims examination, I mean keep in touch with the committee names and whatever they are being prepared for the whole year. But you cannot learn them for your mains. Na? For mains, that number should be very less, around 40 committees and 40 judgments.
And what's your preparation strategy for ethics?
Yeah, for ethics again.
Preparation strategy for ethics, like how you prepare for the ethics, like really possible, like ethics is more about our ownness, like we have to write our own attitude, aptitude, like everyone needs to say that we need to prepare like our own notes, like which will be like we are facing in our real life. So how did you prepare for that? How did you make notes regarding the ethics?
Yeah, I had a base of notes from my Vision IAS coaching classes, but again to completely memorize those notes, I made my own notes. There was a small definition of all the terms like aptitude, attitude, and then few points regarding the examples. One from society example was there, one from personal experience there was an example, and few more examples were there. Some flow charts and all you can also make.
Did you give any personal examples, no? Did you give any personal examples? Did you give?
Yeah, you can give if you do not have any other examples. I mean, you can give, but you should prefer the examples which are known by all.
You said that good handwriting methods along with the speed.
Sorry?
Is good handwriting methods along with the speed while writing mains answer.
क्या पूछ रहे हैं समझ में नहीं आ रहा मुझे.
अब बाद में ऐसा है, today is the first day only, and you want to. You want to learn everything in a single day. हाँ? और लोग भी आएंगे. You'll have more interaction. You imbibe everybody's experiences and then evolve your own strategy. ठीक है? आप लोगों इतने बड़े बेवकूफ लोग हो, तो द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन यू शुड हैव आस्क्ड इज कि कितनी बार डांट पड़ी थी और किस क्वालिटी की डांट पड़ी थी. अब कोई फायदा नहीं पूछने का। अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा। ये और इनका जो फ्रेंड द टू, दे वर राइटिंग वेरी गुड आंसर्स, बट दे नेवर बॉदर्ड अबाउट वर्ड लिमिट. The answers were so loaded that anybody who would read would be impressed. But problem was, in those 4 pages, they will run into 550 words. So if you are writing one question for this, obviously it will be at the cost of some other. That other fellow, he didn't make just because of this reason, because he refused to learn. She learned, but the other way around. She cut it short. 250 words kar do sare. Depending on the quality of the question that you have to write, how much you have to. Question itself tells you how much you can write. ठीक है? एक जो बहुत अच्छी बात की है श्रेया ने, कि जब तक पूरी तरह तैयारी ना हो जाए, डोंट थिंक अबाउट अपियर इन द एग्जाम. है ना? मैं कहता रहता हूँ, आप लोग सुनते ही नहीं, है ना? अब तो एक अथॉरिटेटिव वॉइस आ गई आपको सामने, because she has already suffered a lot because of all these things. So through her experience only she can narrate. I speak through your experiences, the cumulative experience of all of you. ठीक है? और उसको thanks करना चाहिए कि same day she is here, already is going to be 7:30. उसको घर भी जाना है भाई. पता लगा घर वालों ने गेट बंद कर दिया है. अभी तो रिजल्ट आया, पता नहीं क्या समझने लगे अपने आप को.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you. All the best to all of you. All the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
To you.
Much more interaction we will have.
All the best.
Maybe through web we may have, because the people who are not in Delhi will have online, but definitely you will have more experience with the people who have qualified. You can learn more. ठीक है ना? मुझसे तो सीखना नहीं तुम लोगों ने, है ना? और फीमर भी नहीं है मेरे हाथ में.
नहीं, जो सर बोलते हैं प्लीज सब फॉलो करो, हम लोग नहीं करते थे तो इतना प्रॉब्लम होता है. सर की बात एंड में ठीक निकलती है. अपनी गलतियों से फिर यही समझ में आता है कि पहले ही सर को सुन लेते.
फॉर्मली क्लोज.
ठीक है?
लास्ट क्वेश्चन, स्पीड मैटर करता है क्या? राइटिंग या राइटिंग हैंडराइटिंग, गुड हैंडराइटिंग मैटर करता है क्या?
हाँ, दोनों. हजारों हैंडराइटिंग देखी होती हैं. डोंट बॉदर अबाउट इट. ठीक है? दे कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड. और स्पीड तो, क्योंकि यू हैव टू राइट कंप्लीट ऑल द आंसर्स. इफ यू हैव सेटिस्फैक्टरीली रिटन ऑल द आंसर्स, यू आर थ्रू. ठीक है? मान लो एक 20 मार्कर छूट गया, तो ये मान के चलो कि 10 से पढ़ना नंबर तो गए ना. ठीक है?
मैम GS 2 और 3 में मतलब करंट अफेयर से काफी क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट हो पाता है क्या? मतलब सारा क्वेश्चंस
भाई अब कल.
हाँ यार, हो तो जाता है. 3 में ज्यादा होते हैं करंट अफेयर्स.
मैम आपने सारे आंसर्स कैसे कॉम्पैक्ट किए? मतलब मेरे भी वही सेम प्रॉब्लम है.
किसके? सर वाले?
हाँ, मैं सारा लिख लेती हूँ और बाद में पता चलता है कि वो वर्ड लिमिट एक्सीड हो गया. फिर आपने कैसे प्रायोरिटाइज किए कि क्या लिखना है क्या नहीं लिखना?
या मैंने सर को दिखाया, फिर सर ने ना कुछ आंसर्स में काट दिया कि ये नहीं लिखना है, वो नहीं लिखना है. तो उससे मुझे काफी समझ आया कि क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, छोटा कर सकते हैं.
That is the benefit of offline, which we cannot have online. That's why I told you I don't relish online system.
Ma'am, how did you manage your PhD with the preparation? You said कि आपने PhD का स्टार्टिंग में किया था. And do you think that affected your success? कि उसके कारण शायद आपको ज़्यादा अटेम्प्ट्स करने पड़े?
हाँ, शायद ऐसा कह सकते हैं, बिकॉज PhD एंड एकेडमिक्स में आपका एक अलग बेंट ऑफ माइंड हो जाता है ना जब आप स्टडी कर रहे होते हैं. और मेरा GS एंड ऑल दिस कुछ लिंक था नहीं, मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है, बिकॉज जोलॉजी एक कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट फील्ड है. तो उसके बाद समझने में और इन सब चीज़ों में थोड़ा टाइम लगा मुझे कि कैसे आंसर लिखना है, कैसे प्रीलिम्स करना है.
क्या कि डेली मतलब थोड़ा सा UPSC का भी तैयारी कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा PhD का भी पार्ट कर रहे हैं, तो वो कैसे बैलेंस किया?
यार जब मैंने ये स्टार्ट किया ना, तब मेरा PhD जस्ट ओवर होने वाला था. मेरा थीसिस राइटिंग पार्ट चल रहा था, तो इसलिए वो मैनेज हो पाया. बट इट्स हार्डकोर एकदम PhD स्टार्ट आपने किया है, आपके एक्सपेरिमेंट्स चल रहे हैं, देन इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. मेरा एंड फेज था, तब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था.
Chalo, I think that's enough.
Thank you.
We'll have many more interactions like that. Whatever you have learned, try to use.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations.